Zero waste and 100% recovery is a goal that the Chial has been pursuing for some years now for the creation of an integrated waste recycling system that is capable of intercepting and recovering aluminium using every possible option and technology available, from the separate collection of aluminium packaging with plastic or glass to the capture of residual waste materials and the separation of slag produced in waste-to-energy plants, right through to the optimization of caps and closures, which, if not collected separately, remain screwed onto glass bottles and jars and are recovered during a specific treatment process. Despite the small size of these essential items of packaging, which allow drink and food containers to be safely and hermetically sealed in order to protect their contents, it is a very important option for the recovery of aluminium, which without this type of processing would otherwise not be recycled. This is now a tried and tested process, and to give you some idea of how this aluminium is recovered, we have laid out its key stages below, from the separate collection of aluminium right through to its recycling in foundries. We are in a glass processing plant, one of the many in Italy with which Chial collaborates, and it takes delivery of some 300 tons of waste materials every day. This is the start of a journey that will end with the caps and closures being ready to be sent for recycling in a smelting works. From the moment the material is unloaded from the lorries, it is taken from the offloading area by a bulldozer to a selection line, a complex sequence of simple machines, and it undergoes a number of different processes. The initial pre-cleaning phase, which is both mechanical and manual, is followed by sieving in a large rotating drum, which separates the larger sized foreign fragments and, with a magnet, removes any ferrous waste. This is followed by a so-called suction process, which retains the aluminium and plastic packaging by weight. This leaves only the aluminium closures and glass on the main line, which is ground down and divided into 3 separate lines, separated according to size. The aluminium closures remains on the 2 lines where the larger pieces, measuring more than 15 mm, are transported. Following this grinding process, the material is subjected to a system of induced currents, the so-called ECS, or eddy current separator, which is capable of separating the aluminium caps from the glass thanks to a repelling force that tends to remove the non-magnetic materials. At this stage, once they have been separated, the aluminium caps undergo another process in a hammer mill, which removes any remaining fragments of glass. Once they have been crushed, they undergo a further sieving stage, and for a second time, they are subjected to the induced currents in order to remove as much as possible of the plastic seals and drip catches. At the end of this stage, the caps are cleaned and can be sent for recycling in one of the 10 smelting works located across Italy. Chial, following quality control checks, coordinates their collection, transport and transfer. The smelting works is where the actual recycling takes place. This provides the aluminium with a new lease of life, and it is transformed into everyday objects such as pans, mocha coffee machines, household furnishings, or even bicycles.